Alright, y'all, so I've come across an issue. So I tried on these shoes and they fit, but when I'm actually walking around wearing them, they are a half a size too big, and I like that because it means it's not going to be like eating into my skin, but it also means that they're going to slip up a lot when I walk, and I don't have to walk too crazy in them, but I do not want to be thinking about them slipping up. So I feel like I'll either give these to my sissy poo because they're probably her size, or for the duration of the presentation though. So I've got my good friend here, duct tape, nothing we haven't seen. So I'm like, if I make kind of like a strap, and it works because the bottoms are black, I can kind of like make one so that it'll fit over the middle, and then I can like decorate it in such a manner that it does not look like duct tape. So maybe this will work, maybe it won't, but I went on, the internet, and I looked up solutions, and they were mainly like stuff the toe, or like put more padding in the front or in the back, and I don't want to do that. The amount of like the way it feels inside is perfect. I tried stuffing the toe, it really hurt. It reminded me of when I very first started wearing heels, and like, God, I had a pair pretty early on, but like 8th grade and stuff, I would experiment before I became more of like a Converse girl. So I'm going to try to fold this into like thirds. I didn't see this exact solution. I saw a girl make like a cuff, but I do not want that look. So I don't like cuff off, just singular. It depends on the shoe, but that's not typically my style because I'm trying to keep this space as neutral as possible, as long as possible, so I can elongate my 5'6" stumpy legs. So if I put like a strap here, I think it'll look more elegant, and it'll just keep the top of the shoe, because my other solution was to cut off like from here to here, because I love a backless heel, right? That was the solution. But then I'm thinking it doesn't go with the outfit that I have for this presentation, so I will save these heels on them just for now. But in the future, they'll probably be cut off, and I'll wear them like every day. But like right now, I can't. And they're literally like, they're brand new. Like I said, they still have the tags. The bottom is still untouched. My feet are dirty for some reason, but anyway, like, so I was just looking at these in photos too, and I love the way that they look. They're so elegant, but I feel like one little strap here is French toast is like jumping around, is going to still give me what I need without cutting off my ankle and looking crazy. So I guess just like as a sample piece, I'm just going to, because I'm like, I can like glue on a little piece of like a ribbon or a little button, or I'm gonna look around my room and see what I've got, but duct tape to adhere it at least. And then this is like an easy solution, and if it doesn't work well, I'm trying to make it like, there's a little marker on the bottom where the brand is. I'm gonna try to keep it even on both sides like that. I would mark it if you don't have something like that. I haven't quite done this before, because look at that. Okay, and I feel like that's all I need. Like, honestly, that feels pretty secure, and it doesn't look too crazy. That might be all that I do, because it kind of doesn't matter that it's shiny. But I'm going to give it like a tried and true test. So let me just put this on, and then like to take it on and off, I'm just going to have to utilize some scissors or something. This is literally giving my outfit from the parade. So that's the strap. And it's not glued to my skin. It's folded 3 ways. So I don't know. That might be all I needed. I'm going to put another one little secure piece on the back of the shoe where you can't see it, just so the ribbon doesn't slip. Honestly, let me make it a little bit bigger since I'm just testing this out. This is the brand new roll. I'm not trying to go crazy on it, but, and it kind of hides the fact that it was from the thrift, but it was a Walmart brand shoe, I believe. So now it could be like Louis Vuitton and no one would know. Honestly, the shiny looks cute. I'm like, let me not flash. I'm like, okay, I'm wearing underwear, but I'm like, that's cute. Like the strap on the ankles. So let me go ahead and just make the second one. I should have kept track of the length of it. Let me just see what this one's length was. I guess I could always rip off a little or overlap it. I don't think this part actually matters now that I think about it. So I guess the solution for this will work best though if you use the same color tape, or like I said, you can maybe like hot glue a little piece of ribbon or like an accessory on top, you know, put like a little bead here, do something, I don't know. But I feel like, and maybe if you're like me and like you want to make sure it's the exact same amount, like you could count the number of squares on the duct tape. I wouldn't use a different type of tape though, because like masking tape or house tape or office tape, it's probably not gonna happen. Okay, so that's one down, and that's, let me see if I can, they're staying. This is perfect. Okay, because I'm like, what do I do? Because I literally don't want to buy more shoes to solve this. I want, well, always down to buy more, but I do not want to buy more to solve this, because I wanted these, and this is a perfectly good pair. So I'm gonna put it on pretty tight, I can't lie. So, yeah, this one I made a little too long, but I'm just gonna overlap it. See, like such. So this one, I'll just reuse this little piece that duct tape rips easily, by the way, and don't bother with scissors. Like, pull it pretty tight. Guess I'll show you what I'm doing. I think they'll respect my ingenuity. Like, if someone does notice and clogs my tea. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut off like this much. Perfect. Oh my god, these fit really nice and snug, and I like that. I like to feel like my shoe is like I can take off and start running, genuinely. I have been like wearing heels a lot more than ever because I've been just wearing more comfortable ones, and it makes my heart happy because I love heels and the way they look. When I was growing up, I was like, I'm gonna wear them all the time. And they're getting more and more comfortable, you know. I wear my little like 3-4 inch ones often. But I wore some pretty tall ones recently, and I was fine. I actually really like my little red stiletto pumps. Okay. Okay, I can't lie, these kind of nasty, like in a good way. So here we go. To show off like my mess. I guess I can stand up. Let me situate the phone somewhere. Where? Okay. Ignore my other shoes. Oh my god, this is perfect. I literally fixed them. And now the toe is uncomfortable too, because I wanted to do the toe stuffing hack, but I was like, I really don't want my toes, like it gave my toes like cleavage and pushed them really high up in these shoes, and I like to sink down, They even make like little toe pads. They can work for some styles, but now you know, ladies. So unfortunately it has to have a strap. So if you still want that strapless look, you can maybe do this with a really high quality clear tape. You can maybe get away with this. And if it's matte, consider it. But you know, for a pinch, I've also seen a girl like attach like a bracelet to the ankle, and with tape she like wrapped it around the bracelet. It was like a stretchy bracelet, and wrapped it around and like taped it to the inside of the back of the shoe. So she made it with a cuff, but that's not the exact look I wanted. So one more time, there's, oh my god, well, ignore my abode, but I literally just saved the day. Thank you, duct tape, period.